We've never been in this, Sharon. I don't know how to describe the pain these people are in. It's just unbelievable that, you know, in the last, it's now day 17, I think, of the war, if I count all the days. We started on July 16, and basically these people's lives has just not turned upside down, blown upside down, literally. I mean, we've lost, I think, now 3 towns almost obliterated to the ground, which means clinics, schools, all the facilities people use. We're very concerned that probably the water points have gone. Yeah. And massive, massive, massive human flood of people displacing. It's just awful.
Am I right in thinking you've really got people coming sort of almost surrounding Afar? That there's issues spilling across from Tigray, but there's also issues on other borders as well, people taking advantage of the weakness.
So the western border of Afar with the Tigray and the Amhara region are completely, well, in a terrible position. So one area, they call it Zone 4, the region divides into 5 zones, is totally gone now. And that is, well, in broad terms, something like 350,000 people. They have no food access at all, nothing, no food access. Markets closed. The one bank just south of them in Shifra has closed. There's no possibility, even if they had money to buy any shop, nothing is available. People, approximately 60% of the population have displaced. So it's well over 100,000 now. And yeah, people have just run into rural areas to live with Afar, who are already there. Those Afar have shared what they had in their house. And so now people are down to nothing in the house and slaughtering the goats they've got to eat. They've nothing left, nothing.
Yeah. And I think that's a good point. We've been telling our donors and talking about the fact that Afar have been through, I think, some of the worst times in all the times that you've lived there, for sure, haven't they? With the locusts, with the long droughts, and then you had the dreadful floods as well, just to, you know, make everything worse. So the Afaris are being, you say, amazing, letting people into their homes and trying to care for them, but the resources were so limited. To start with, you're coming from a really bad position already.
Right, it's been loaded one on the other, and you can't believe it. The locusts decided to actually join. I mean, they're in the area. They're in.
Oh wow, they're back as well. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and yeah. And it's raining. The other thing is it's raining now. It's the rainy season. So all these displaced people are freezing cold, poor things, in the open air, no place to sleep, in the rain. Then they dry off for a bit. They've got tiny children with them. It's just a chaotic mess. What APTA's done is we've sent health teams in 4 directions of Afar health workers from the organisation on their feet, going through the displaced people, house to house, giving treatment, giving awareness. We haven't got that much enough soap and water purification, but they've got to take that with them. They are also doing nutrition surveillance, because quite a few of those displaced were already malnourished, and so they need treatments. One issue I'm really, really, really worried about is mothers who are out there as displaced mothers, as, whatever, having a baby. So we're sending out birthing sets with the health workers, and they will assess the women. They'll work with the TBAs we've got there. So we're working with the Bureau of Health. We're working with anybody in the region, And what the region has said to APDA is that you work in the rural on feet, because the roads going in are anyway broken and muddied by the rainy season. You can't go in, but with a vehicle. And aside from that, people are to be found. They're far away there with the Afar community.
And also, yeah, you talk about living in there in the rural areas, living remotely. I mean, of course, Afar is a difficult place to get around anyway. I know when I've been out with you, I had to, you know, I've never had to do that much walking with you, but certainly you can't just access places. I know when you're going off to find people and check up on people, you're out for days, and a lot of that's walking to get to them. So even to get the aid to them is very challenging, and to check them, to actually find out how people are going. I guess that must be such a huge challenge, even knowing really who's out there in some areas.
Dead right. Sharon, this is really right. And for all that Afar is, it seems to be not understood, neglected from reporting. And so it's just on the last sentence, if a reporter's going to bring in the Afar perspective. And it's only just recently, and as I said, the people who've begun to talk about Afar is the BBC. I haven't heard it on other medias yet. But we have all the pain and the suffering that's in northern Tigray here. And where we go now, because as I said, we've got this great sea of people with no food at all. And so, yes, that's a government job, that's a WFP job to get the food in there. It's a massive operation. They can't reach most of the people. So it's up to APDA to reach what we can of kind of like the people who got left behind who didn't get reached. We've got to go on foot. We go with camels. We do what we can. The one thing that is on APDA's side is we know all these areas that are under conflict. APDA has either worked there in the past or is working there now with primary health, with education, with raising, with giving the women opportunity of stopping harmful practices. So all in all, we're not unfamiliar with the area. That's the best thing about it. So we know where to go, we know where to find the people, and we know how to interact in there. From security side in our region, we're about the only organisation allowed to go. They see our cars, they say, yes, let them go, that's them. Push on. Yeah. So I've been myself 3 times to the areas where these displaced people are. And last time I was there, which was on Sunday, now we're Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, it was awful to listen to the stories, and people almost wanted to eat me. I mean, we took the car as far as we could, then we walked. We reached where we thought there would be displaced people. We found them. They told us about where the other people are and what to do. Yeah, so we are at the moment the contact organisation for these displaced people. And we've got to pull out every stopper we can. That's all I can say. Really, we must not stop any work we're doing. We must say, yes, we're going to continue the education program we have. Yes, we're going to continue being the platform and working with the community on stopping harmful practices. We are going to go forward with development. We're not going to stop anything, whether it's maternal health or another thing. So we're doing that. We're doing what we can. We're stretching the organisation as hard as we can now.
And obviously we're going to do what we can to help. And thank you for sort of talking about the current programs as well, because it's nice for donors who've given to support those programs to know they're still carrying on. But obviously I think, you know, there's certainly an emphasis on us as an organisation to make sure you're getting everything you need to carry out those programs as well. I know we talked last time about the need for people to have eaten. You know, you can't educate someone who hasn't eaten for 2 days because they're starving. They can't focus, they can't take things in. So it's really important that we're getting basic needs met first. So but as I said, very heartening also to hear that you're able to continue the other work, and that you know, you haven't had to drop everything to deal with it. If there was sort of just one key thing that you would like people in Australia to hear, you might have already said it anyway, but if there's one key thing that you would just say to Australians that you would like them to know about or to understand, what would that be?
I think I'd want to say that basically, you know, we all walk this road of life and we don't know who is going to fall in the hole the next day. We don't know. I mean, AFAR had no idea they were going to fall in this hole. No idea at all. So we are one humanity. And unfortunately, things inhuman are being absolutely irrational, inhuman, and unnecessary are being done. Huh? But the AFAR have no choice but to face it. They have no choice. So we need the partnership of anybody in the world. We need the partnership of anybody in the world in caring, in praying to God the damn thing stops and that we find peace, and in supporting us to actually get where we want to go physically. So really, partnership is absolutely essential.
I always feel kind of, I have two feelings every time I get off a chat with you, Valerie. One of them is inspired to go and do something, and the other is just frustration that I can't do more. But you know, thank you so much for everything you're doing. I'm going to let you go, and I'm incredibly grateful for your time, and it has always been amazing to have the opportunity to chat with you. I actually do feel very privileged to have this opportunity when there are so many other people needing your time and your energy. So thank you very much. But my biggest message, as always, is take care of yourself. Please take care.
Well, Sharon, love you guys. You Ethiopia Aid, you are direct to the point. You are always there as a friend, not just as a partner. It's wonderful. It's amazing. I love it.
I cannot think of any bigger compliment than being considered a friend of yours, Valerie. So thank you.
Take care of yourself, Sharon.
Yeah, I will do. You too. And look, let's talk again soon. And give my best to all of your amazing team as well, please. And I promise you we'll do all we can to support you.
Thank you so much.
See you, Valerie. Bye.